It's the Kamookster, and today I saw a TikTok filter, and I thought it was pretty funny. It was the one where, like, you died in Minecraft and you dropped all your items. So I decided I'd make it a thumbnail, but I didn't realize that I have to make an entire video around this thumbnail. So I decided to make some Minecraft content. Now, this isn't no traditional Minecraft content. This is the top 5 most controversial Minecraft YouTubers and their dastardly deeds. Up first, naturally, we have the man, the myth, the disappointingly unattractive. Dream!
That's what the mask is!
Now, the Dreamster is no stranger to controversy. There's a great speedrunning scandal of 2020, the face reveal fuckery of 2022, and the minor misconduct of 2023. Back in 2023, Dream was accused of grooming on a Twitter burner account titled Burner. Burner provided multiple screenshots of conversations between himself and a 17-year-old girl named Anastasia. After these screenshots were provided, the real Anastasia showed up and left claims that aligned with the ones from the Burner account. She said that she was groomed by our boy Dream when she was 17 and he was 20. After all was said and done, the accusations were just that, accusations. If you read the tweets, like if you read the texts, sure, they may be like leading somewhere, but I mean, it's really just like a regular conversation. Like it's a little flirty, but there's nothing there, like case-wise. The only reason that this got a second glance from anyone is that because it's a big cringy internet celebrity. Like everyone wants to come at him and just hit it, Colleen.
All aboard the toxic gossip train. You're chugging down the tracks of misinformation.
Obviously, don't be texting, flirting with a fucking 17-year-old when you're 20. That's pathetic, man. That is very pathetic. You can get it somewhere else. Trust me, bro. Your dream, okay? What the you? Alright, buddy. As far as we know, here are the facts. He texted a minor, there were no explicit interactions between him and this minor, and his speedruns are fake as fuck. So yeah, Dream's basically off the hook. He was never formally charged for anything, never saw the inside of the jail cell because he didn't really do anything. So, that's just a shrug. See my shoulders? That's a shrug. Honestly, I don't think that he really did anything particularly malicious, I mean, 17, who gets groomed at 17, 15, 14, yeah, sure, you're a fucking kid, you're naive. Sure, human beings develop their brains till they're 25, but by the time you're 17, I think you have a solid, basic understanding of how the world works. When she was completely helpless to Dream, he had her in her clutches, but she's 17. You're a grown woman in a year. Let's say I'm 17 and I'm turning 18 tomorrow. If some grown-ass man texts me and tries to work me over and get in my pants, am I this innocent, naive child today, but then tomorrow I'm on my own? Or how does it work? I mean, if 17-year-olds can get groomed, then every fucking person on the world can get groomed. 60-year-olds can get groomed by 80-year-olds, okay? I mean, come on. Let's save that terminology for children that actually need help, that are in the clutches of crazy ass men. But yeah, Dream he's no groomer, I don't think so, and he's just a weirdo, He's just a creepy Minecraft YouTuber. We're gonna get the Minecraft YouTubers are gonna get a lot more creepy. You just wait. Up next, we have an old favorite. Call Me Carson. Call Me Carson is a great example of the don't do that fallacy. If you are a human being of reasonable intelligence and you happen across a 17-year-old and you are a legal adult, you could text her, right? But then here comes the don't do that fallacy, where just don't do that. Yeah, just don't do that. Don't do the thing that's illegal. Don't try and fuck with an underage person. It's like, yeah, sure, they're 17. I'm sure they fucking understand. Like, shit. When I was 17, I was no innocent motherfucker. I was no kid, okay? I knew what was going on when I was 17. But in the eyes of the law, don't do that. Don't do that. Simple as that. If it is 11:30, especially if you're some kind of like internet celebrity, because Twitter doesn't give a fuck who you are. If it's 11:30 and you are 18 and your girl is turning 18 at 12 a.m., they will use every last one of those 30 minutes to absolutely tear you to shreds. Now here's an irrefutable fact. Call Me Carson was 19 texting a 17-year-old girl, and yes, it was sexual. A lot more sexual than the dreams. Now my reaction to hearing that like he was 19 and she was 17, like when I hear minor, I think like somewhere in the realm of like 15 and below, like 15, 16, I think that's like not okay. Don't fuck with that. When I hear 17, I'm like, okay, alright, we can relax a little bit. But yeah, Call Me Carson was 19, texting a 17-year-old, and if Dream's off the hook, then Carson should be too. But he's definitely not off the hook because he basically lost his entire fucking career over some girl. He got canceled, thank God. I mean, I think he needs to learn a lesson, and everyone that does this should, because it's just basic logic. Like, yeah, he's putting up numbers like less than half than what he used to, yeah, all because he couldn't just keep it in his pants. Like, dude, there's literally everyone else on the earth. Like, I don't want to say everyone else on the earth, because obviously not, but like, there's so many girls to choose from. Why do you pick the one underage? Like, why? Why? You can't wait a year, my boy? You can't wait a year? But yeah, Twitter does not forgive, bro. I mean, shit, realistically, this situation could be a high school senior dating a junior, but, and if we are locking motherfuckers up and canceling people for that, then, my entire high school should be in the gulag right now. It should be in fucking Rikers Island, Alcatraz, bro. Now there we have two Minecraft idiots that are relatively innocent, but that's where it stops. There's no case to be made for any of the motherfuckers past this point. We still have 3 Minecraft YouTubers to go, and I'm leaving a trigger warning here for anyone that may have experienced any type of like sexual harassment, grooming as a child, because this stuff gets pretty crazy. Although I don't really describe it, and I'm just kind of hyping it up for the content. I'm not really going to describe it in like graphic detail. Some of it, I guess. But these fuckers are sick. All right. First up, we have Elfer Lee. Lee Carson was a pretty prominent figure in Stampy Longhead's Stampy's Lovely World series. A series which I used to watch with my little brother and sister, whom I both love very much. But Lee just like mysteriously disappeared off of the show back in 2014. Now let's get into why. Now Lee's disappearance from Stampy Longhead's content started all because of this little Facebook fiasco, which is where our boy Elfer Lee sent his P for P-ness to innocent random women on Facebook, as well as stealing his own aunt's underwear.
Please, Nami, may I look at your panties?
Underwear and busting a fat one in them. What a king. Now I just want you guys to keep in mind that Lee was 16 years old at the time of all of this, like, crazy shit. I mean, what a edgy ass degenerate, bro. Can you imagine? I mean, this is like one of the first cases where like the minors are accosting the adults in this like Minecraft YouTube genre. I don't get it twisted though. Lee sent like plenty of like illicit like things to people his own age. This eventually got him arrested for stalking, and he was placed on a sexual offense prevention order, which barred him from unsupervised contact with anyone 16 years old or younger. Lee was an absolute fucking menace, okay? He just couldn't wait to become a PDF file, bro. Like, my boy was putting up D Rosen numbers early, bro. He started early, bro. His career, he just couldn't fucking wait. He was itching for that shit, bro. I think it's pretty obvious that Lee got let off pretty easy because he was a minor during the arrest. He faced no jail time, and you know the little like prevention thing. What was it? Unsupervised contact with minors. It eventually got lifted. He's like around 26 now, I think. Honestly, I really just hope that he's all right now, and that certain fucking measures are taken to like make sure that this motherfucker doesn't reoffend. Because if he does, we have a real problem on our hands. But yeah, on to number 4, and this is where it starts to get like really, really bad. These last two, they will the deeds that these guys do. Oh my gosh. Let's just get into it, okay? Number 4, we have Jinbop. All right, now this guy has absolute no like plausible excuses for his behavior. Dream and Carson were just jailbaiters who didn't think the internet would care. Lee was some edgy 16-year-old looking to get his rocks off. But this nigga Jinbop, bro, just listen. Starlet Zhao was arrested by federal officers for sexually explicit interactions with a 15-year-old girl. Hell nah, bro. This motherfucker is evil, bro. How are you 20 fucking 4? The internet is at your fingertips. You have like hundreds of thousands of fans, and you go for the fucking 15-year-old. What is wrong with you, bro? What is wrong with you? Mr. Zhao was charged with possessing and distributing CP, enticing a minor with traveling. Wait, hold on. Mr. Zhao was charged with possessing and distributing CP, enticing a minor, and traveling with intent to engage in sexual activity with a minor and grooming. That last one wasn't like an official charge, but this is the only person on this list that had like groomed somebody, right? And then had it pay off. Okay, you see, it's actually really interesting. Mr. Zhao was in this relationship with this 15-year-old girl, and he was sending her lingerie and all these like sexual clothing. And eventually the parents found out because like they're all like, I did not buy my 15-fucking-year-old daughter this shit. So they looked into her phone and found out all the chats and all this shit. And yeah, Zhao was tried and he was convicted and he was arrested and sent to jail for 6 years. Let out in 2022 to walk the streets. But that's not the worst part. The worst part is that by the time he got out, the girl that he was grooming was 21 and officially an adult, right? Now, during the entire time that he was locked away, this girl was sending him letters and still making fan art and still completely obsessed with him. And they're together now. They're together now. And the law can't do anything. She's a grown woman. She can make her own choices, which is obviously she was groomed very successfully because despite being like taken advantage of when your brain is at a very vulnerable state, when you're still like developing and learning and like trying to understand the world without you, this fucking man shows up and destroys her innocence. Really does. He's talking about sexual things, he's sending her things, and it's just, he fucking won. He fucking won. He got away with it. Yeah, he went to jail for 6 years. For some reason, they didn't kill him in there. And he got out and he got back with the girl that he fucking groomed into his perfect partner. And that's really the end of it. He's still out there walking to this day, you know. I don't think he's doing any more YouTube content, but he has a Twitter and he posts on there sometimes. It's just crazy to see. Like, how is that legal? How can you go back to the same person that you were grooming? Like, shouldn't there be a law for that? A fucking rule? You can't fuck with a person you abused? I don't know, but she doesn't see it as her being abused, and that's really the worst part, is that she is basically brain dead for this guy, and there's nothing that can be done, really. So, yeah. Here are some dishonorable mentions. Now, we have popular MMOs. where the whole controversy with them like breaking up, and not to mention like the dude beating up some random guy in Walmart or whatever the fuck. We have Sky Does Minecraft for his domestic abuse of his wife and son. Not all of these are like PDF file things, by the way. We have Rainbowed and Bashrovers. Up next we have yet another 2010s Minecraft YouTuber that collabed with Stampy Cat. The Lion Maker. Show him your roar. Now, Lion Maker is a little bitch who had children send videos of them shaking their asses at a camera to him and called it like Shake Your Tail Sunday or whatever the fuck it was. I don't know. But this guy was caught texting a 13-year-old and asking her for nudes. Now, when I was 13, people weren't asking me for nudes. They were asking me if I did my damn homework. If I finished my fucking broccoli, bro. I was not asked for sexually explicit pictures. Accusations began to pile up on the old lion. He texted a 15-year-old and many others, not to mention that he admitted to being in a relationship with a 16-year-old girl, which, yes, was legal where he lived, but this girl claimed that this relationship started when she was 14 years old. It went way back, okay? So, like, he's not off the hook for that shit. I don't care where it's legal, like, where I live, yeah, the age of consent is 16. But if you ask me, a 16-year-old girl cannot enter a relationship with a 30-year-old man without being groomed, okay? Alright, let's just leave it at that. It's fucked. And let's be honest, not everything legal is right. Slavery was legal, the oppression of women were legal, fucking other stuff I can't really remember off the top of my head was legal. What? Jim Crow laws? Yeah. I don't really know much about like other races and their rights, but I'm sure there's plenty of stuff that were illegal and were not right. Plenty of things that still are. Now this motherfucker posted a naked picture of his minor girlfriend on his Twitter page, and for some reason that shit stayed up until he took it down himself. I think it was a good while too. But this dude, like, if you ever watch some of his videos on, like, upon being, like, caught and like, blah, 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 oh no, and him defending himself, they are the most, like, pussy videos you've ever fucking seen. He is such a fucking whiner. Holy shit. And he just refuses to budge. You know what, like, all the biggest pieces of shit on this planet have in common? The fucking Hitlers, the Mussolinis, the Mao Zedong, whatever the fucks. They all believe that they are right. They truly believe that at the end of the day, they are good people. How else could they sleep at night? Okay? This motherfucker really thinks he's not a bad guy, alright? Not a bad guy for grooming this girl and getting into a relationship with her. It's crazy. It's crazy the shit he says. He like points to other countries, backwards countries that are like fucking shitholes. Being like, oh my god, their child laws are 14, their child laws are fucking 11. Why are you pointing here when you are there, you know? Like, dude, you have no case. And even if you did, like, you know right from wrong. You're like 3 decades old, okay? I think you understand what you should and should not be doing, okay? Lion Maker is a complete mess, and he was eventually arrested and charged with sexual assault of a minor, as well as possession and distribution of CP. Guess how long he went to jail? No, really, no. Guess. Write a number down in the comments of how long you think this guy went to jail. Okay, remember, the other dude got 6 fucking years. How long did Lion Maker, who was caught literally engaging in sexual activity with this girl? Like, they had him dead to rights. 0 years in prison. 0. They did not have, they had everything there was to have on him. But apparently, first of all, this all took place in Belgium, and there's some fucking technicality, some like little bullshit that they came up, some fucking EDP clause that kept the motherfucker out of prison. Okay, crazy. If they have the girl saying that she was sexually assaulted when she was a minor by this man, what more do you need? And honestly, okay, obviously someone can lie about that, but they had solid proof, the CP, the texts, there was everything there, and just some small technicality completely, this man is free. He's free to this day. He's still making content. Yes, Lion Maker, you can find him on YouTube. It's gonna be very hard, but you can find his account. It's just baffling. I can't even like cite the United States justice system, which is just as ass, but Belgium must be pretty fucking backward too if that guy is walking the streets. Pretty sad note to end the video on. I mean, them's the breaks, I guess. Like, what the hell do you want me to tell you? The moral of the story is that if you play Minecraft on YouTube, you like kids. Obviously not. The moral of the story is, do not text minors. Just don't. Okay, trust me, you can find somebody your age who loves you, okay? You don't need to go fucking pre-ordering, okay? You don't gotta be spawn camping, motherfucker. Alright? Leave them kids alone, bro. Leave them kids alone. I have been the Kamookster, and my friend Gavin put me on these cheesesteaks, and they are pretty fucking good. I'm gonna go buy one right now. Stay scheming. Or keep dreaming. Thanks for watching.
A person of many companions may come to ruin, but there is a friend who sticks closer than a brother or sister. Proverbs chapter 18, verse 24.